if you're in a fixed mindset, how you behave, and then if you if you try to cultivate a growth mindset, how does it shift your identity? If that makes sense.
Yeah, like if I use me as an example,
Yeah, of course.
so
This personal experience is the best. Huh?
exactly, like if I look at myself when I had a bit more of a fixed mindset, I was definitely the kind of person that would worry about problems that didn't happen. I wasn't a very, I think I was just a bit of like an overstressor and an overthinker. And then if I look at that as as my identity, I was a bit more sort of anxious. I was a bit more closed off. Um, I wasn't necessarily like a bit more of a risk taker. I felt like I was a bit more sort of introverted in a way. I mean, I am, but like, I think it was more, it was a part of my, being a fixed mindset was a part of my identity. It kind of made me feel like almost self-conscious about doing things. And whether that be at like work or with friends, I just didn't feel like I was almost like good enough. I was kind of trying to avoid stuff. If it was like a challenge, I'd kind of bury my head in the sand. And I think when you identify as yourself as someone that kind of runs away from their problems, then you're not, like, even in confrontational conflicts or even in uncomfortable conversations. Like if I look to myself in the capacity of a relationship, if it was trying to talk about something that was uncomfortable, I kind of didn't want to talk about it. Whether it's now being a bit more of a growth mindset, it's more, I try and run towards things that I suppose like challenge the mind or give me
Exactly.
a bit
Yeah.
more of an understanding
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
self. Like I think it
Yeah.
was just a bit, if I go back to sort of my own fixed mindset, I think I was just a bit worried all the time.
I guess you understand that from what I see. I guess you understand that all these difficult conversations, uncomfortable conversations, uncomfortable situations, it makes you a better person and makes you a stronger. Just builds your character. That's why you look at these things as not a as not. You don't look at these things as bad. You just it's just you know that like they're going to make you better and you'll become a better person. Yeah, interesting. Because I was talking with my jiu-jitsu coach a couple years ago, maybe a few years ago, and I was all about the mindset, and I am, but I was very like into mindset books. I was reading like The Secret and how to manifest stuff and
Yeah.
all of that, and I feel like all of these things have synergies, and I was thinking how to. I was trying to come up with a logical explanation on how to manifest things with your mindset in a way. So again, I was reading these books, The Power of Your Mindset, where it tells you that you have to visualize yourself and in that way. And it didn't really make sense for me because I think I am the person who needs a logical explanation.
Yeah.
Like I can't just read The Secret and close my eyes and think about a sandwich and the
Yeah.
sandwich drops from the sky. So I kind of needed a logical explanation and scientific explanation how that actually works, because it seems like it works, but there's no one really explained me right. And then I was talking with my jiu-jitsu coach, and he's a certified hypnotherapist. And when I was living in Roehampton, we used to go into training together, and we always used to talk about like mindset and stuff and martial arts and just deep stuff. That's why I think I really resonate with him, and I love him so much because it's just we get along so well on such a deep level that we can explore these different topics.
Yeah.
So we were talking with him, and once he explained me this concept that identity, so you have your identity, and then from identity comes beliefs. Then from beliefs comes your behaviors. From behaviors comes your habits, and from habits comes the results. So essentially, if you want to change the results, you need to change your identity first. And how to do it is because your identity is so deep rooted in your subconscious, because that you need to kind of get into your subconscious mind and start to visualize yourself, that you are that person. Essentially, you have to step into that person and start to behave like him. And I was thinking of like, so how'd you do it? I was asking obviously loads of questions because that was so new for me. And he said just while meditating, obviously your brain goes into that low frequency. That's when your mind is very susceptible